Gravity is the most familiar force in our lives. A constant, reliable presence we lean against, push against, and live within every second. It's so predictable we set our watches by the pendulums it governs. But imagine waking up tomorrow and something is off. Not a cataclysmic change. No one is pinned to the floor. The world simply feels a little heavier because overnight, the gravitational pull of the entire planet increased by just 1%. The first thing you'd notice is your own body. That morning dawn feels like you're running through shallow water. Climbing the stairs to your apartment leaves you just a bit more breathless than usual. It's subtle, but it's there. Every object you own, from your coffee mug to your car, now weighs 1% more. And so do you. Your muscles and bones are suddenly carrying a permanent extra load. Over time, this quiet strain adds up. Your heart must work harder to pump blood upward against a slightly steeper hill. Your joints, under constant increased compression, wear down faster. Across the population, physical endurance would slowly decline. The world hasn't changed its rules, but the game has become fundamentally more demanding for our biology. This silent pressure extends to the world that we built. That skyscraper downtown? Its support columns are now bearing thousands of extra tons of stress. The Golden Gate Bridge is carrying an additional load equivalent to hundreds of cars permanently. Engineers design things with safety margins, which is why nothing collapses right away. But that buffer, that crucial room for error, has just shrunk. Older infrastructure, already weakened by decades of fatigue, is now nudged closer to its breaking point. Transportation systems feel the pinch immediately. Airplanes need more thrust and longer runways to escape the planet's stronger grip, burning more fuel. Elevators strain, their cables and motors wearing out faster. The global supply chain, a system built on the energy cost of moving objects, becomes incrementally more expensive. Every single thing is just a little harder to lift, a little harder to move. Even the natural world isn't immune. A tree now has to fight a stronger pull to draw water up to its highest leaves, a tiny disadvantage that, over generations, could limit how tall forests can grow. Mountains, under their own immense and now slightly increased weight, would erode fractionally faster. Rivers would flow with a bit more force, subtly resculpting the landscape over millennia. Even the atmosphere would compress, becoming marginally denser at sea level, which in turn would shift global weather patterns in ways we wouldn't understand for decades. The entire planet, from its core to its crust, would be settling under a new, inescapable burden. This world isn't one of sudden disaster, it's a world of accumulated fatigue. It's a slow, quiet crisis where things just break a little more often and wear out a little sooner. The danger isn't in the change itself, but in how it reveals the truth of the world we already live in. That our bodies, our buildings, and our ecosystems are all exquisitely balanced on a knife's edge. They operate closer to their limits than we could ever imagine. A 1% shift doesn't break the world, it just exposes the invisible threads already holding it together, and reminds us that the most constant thing in our lives is also the most critical. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to help support our channel, make sure to check out our Patreon. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.